Ito ang Presidential Broadcast Service.
Radyo Pilipinas.
Radyo Publiko ng Bagong Pilipinas para sa Bagong Pilipino. Naghahatid ng mahahalagang balita at impormasyon na guugnay ng pamahalaan sa sambayanan. Tulay sa himpapawid ng serbisyo publiko. Radyo Pilipinas. Radyo Publiko. Ang boses ng Pangulo sa Iloilo. Radyo Pilipinas. 585 AM.
Usapang Agrikultura. Ang inyong source of daily agri-news. Talakayang siksik sa kaalaman, pati ay impormasyon mula sa pamahalaan. Pagpapayaman sa ating mga likas na yaman para mas mapaunlad pa ang isa sa mga paunahing kabuhayan sa ating bayan. Usapang Agrikultura. Dito lang sa Radyo Pilipinas.
The province-led Agriculture and Fisheries Extension System, or PAFIS, has fostered collaboration and convergence of support among various stakeholders to further develop the farming and fisheries sectors in the province of Iloilo.
The Iloilo Provincial Government, in strong partnership with the Department of Agriculture Western Visayas and various national agencies, has taken bold steps to strengthen rural development through the province-led Agriculture and Fisheries Extension System, or PAFIS. Now, this collaboration has given us a more focused and effective approach to help our farmers and our fisher folk.
Following a series of coordination meetings, the DA Western Visayas and Iloilo Provincial Government signed a Memorandum of Agreement on September 23, 2022, formalizing the establishment of the PAFIS in the province. As part of this initiative, stakeholders mapped out the collaborative Provincial Agriculture and Fisheries Extension Program, identifying priority commodities and outlining key interventions and projects for funding. This was followed by the issuance of EO 094 Series of 2023 by Governor Arthur Defensor Jr. on March 30, 2023, officially establishing the Iloilo Agricultural and Fisheries Extension Center and Dr. Ildefonso Toledo as its director. Further institutional support came from the Agricultural Training Institute, which provided financial grants, learning science certification, ICT equipment, and training supplies, while also leading a stakeholders meeting in November 2024 to evaluate accomplishments and strategize for 2025 to 2028 implementations.
Using our Provincial Commodity Investment Plan, Agri-Fishery Modernization Plan, local development plans, and rapid assessments, we were able to design and implement agricultural programs for rice, sugarcane, and coconut starting in 2023. We are now on our third year and we continue to expand.
The provincial government implemented various initiatives, including the distribution of hybrid seeds and agricultural inputs, the establishment of a sugarcane nursery, and training on sugarcane and coconut production, post-harvest practices, and marketing. To support mechanization, the province turned over farm tractors to the municipality of Bengawan. A technical working group assessed strategies to boost rice, sugarcane, and coconut production. Other interventions included rice seed production training, seed grower certification, distribution of coconut seedlings, and value-adding activities. In support of seaweed production, the Iloilo provincial government has already established 12 units of seaweed nurseries amounting to 1.5 million pesos under the 2024 budget. Meanwhile, they implemented a waste management project as part of the plans to boost the swine industry.
We are also working closely with stakeholders in other major commodities like coffee, cacao, vegetables, seaweeds, milkfish, swine, and poultry. Our plans for these 10 commodities were presented to and adopted by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Iloilo, giving us stronger support and better chances for successful implementation.
As the province's top priority commodity, rice has received significant progress in the implementation of PAFIS. According to Dr. Toledo, they've already provided input assistance and will soon offer soft loans to give farmers essential startup capital and access to comprehensive technology packages. Mechanization has been adopted as a key strategy to raise productivity. To support this, the province has procured various agricultural machines, including rice transplanters, harvesters, and four-wheel drive tractors to assist farmers throughout the entire production process, from land preparation to planting and harvesting. The rice processing center in Putatan has been operationalized to address post-harvest and marketing challenges, providing farmers with a reliable and secure market for their palay. In support of poultry development, the province has completed a series of stakeholder consultations and is in the final stages of crafting a collaborative provincial agriculture and fisheries extension program tailored specifically for the poultry industry. These consultations, which concluded in July, included capacity building sessions to assist stakeholders in aligning their strategic plans to the PAFES framework.
All of this is part of our commitment to more progress in Iloilo, our movement to build a robust, progressive, globally competitive, and resilient province. It fully supports the goals of PAFES and the administration's Bagong Pilipinas campaign.
Cynthia Paulan, a farmer leader and seed grower in Dumangas, Iloilo, thanked the provincial government for granting them a flatbed dryer, which is very beneficial, especially during the peak of the harvest season of palay. of the Iloilo Provincial Seed Grower and Farmers Marketing Cooperative expressed gratitude to the Iloilo Provincial Government for its support in the PACAS program. Established 2 years ago, the cooperative aims to enhance rice production and support local farmers.
Yung programa sa PACAS na kami nakaproduce sang binhi sang humay para na i-augment namon sa mga farmers sa bilog na probinsya sang Iloilo. Yung tagaan kami sang ginatawag na Sigurado Program. Tie-up ini sang Philippine Crop Insurance Company. Sabot siya ganoon na kami nga mga seed grower na magkakadong kami sa nabong nga mga bini sa probinsya sa Iloilo, maka-avail kami just in case na may mga damage ang amon ng mga at least naka-augment sa tanan namon na gastos sa amon na pagpanguna sa pagdako namon sa amon ng mga bini. Ang provincial government provide man sa amon sa nagkalandain ng mga inputs. Like for example, yung wala man kami gintagaan sa inputs na ginfahulan kami sa abono, pesticide, herbicide, mga ibang yung machine. Nataulan na lang sa gobyerno, asang nilulutubi sa government. Pag ginabayran naman na balik naman. So meaning, hindi rin siya dun out. Bali daw, kung na kami sige, may harmonious relationship na kami sige sa Iloilo Provincial Government. Nalipay man kami ng mga members and officers ng cooperative kaya halos naka-benepisyo kami sa GIN, yung mga programa sa Iloilo Provincial Government.
Through our efforts, we envision a zero-hunger province. By improving the lives of our farmers and fisherfolk, we are addressing food security, health, and poverty, all at the same time. One major step forward is the implementation of Executive Order Number 40, Series of 2025, which launched Sipag at Tiyaga for More Progress sa Bagong Pilipinas. This program brings together food and health interventions to make sure no child is left hungry or malnourished. We are proud of the teamwork that made all of this possible. Consultations with experts, farmers, the academia, and the private sector have helped us refine our strategies to ensure climate resilient production, better market access, and inclusive economic growth. Together, through Sipag at Tiyaga, we are building a stronger, healthier, and more food-secure province of Iloilo.
The province of Iloilo, in close collaboration with the Department of Agriculture and other national agencies, is advancing a more strategic implementation of PAPAS to promote climate-resilient agriculture, ensuring that every farmer and fisherfolk in the province adopt scientific approaches in food production. In the heart of Iloilo City, where concrete towers often overshadow the green, a remarkable transformation is unfolding. The story of the Ticod Farmers Association in La Paz, Iloilo City is one of resilience, community spirit, and the power of agriculture to change lives. For years, the residents of Barangay Ticod watched as vast, underutilized spaces remained idle. Empty lots and narrow backyards that could have been transformed into productive gardens.
Very excited, kid, ang Barangay Ticod kag ang San Isidro sa pag-open bagasang knowledge nila kung ano ka-importante sa community ang pag-garden. Nagakalipay gid ako ang isa kami ka-beneficiary kung kag isa kami nga natagaan sang opportunity sa sinisudad sang Iloilo nga isa kami baga nga ma-enhance ang ini nga programa sang City Agri.
The arrival of the Department of Agriculture's National Urban and Peri-Urban Agriculture Program, or NEPA, marked a turning point. This initiative empowered the community with sustainable farming techniques, introducing them to urban gardening, container farming, and greenhouse cultivation.
Ang main factor nga nakita ko ganyan may ara kita nga greenhouse sa naging hatag diri sa amon is sa sustain sang kinahanglanon sa pumuluyo. Isa ka way naging hatag nila kag aprubahan man diri sa amon nga may ari man kami diri nga makabulig man sa community ang ina nga programa sa sustainable food sang mga kinahanglanon sang pumuluyo.
One of the most remarkable achievements of the Ticod Farmers Association has been the shift from passive learners to active educators. Initially, members attended workshops led by agricultural experts. Today, they proudly conduct training sessions for their neighbors, sharing the skills they once learned. The impact of their efforts extends beyond technical know-how. It ignites a mindset shift. The farmers understand that limited space should never be a barrier to food security. Through creativity and persistence, even metal drums and discarded tires have been repurposed into thriving mini farms.
Kami subo nga isa pagid ka site subo nga ginatagaan prioritize ang lapit sa coastal area nga himuon namon siya Ticod Market. So may ara kita dira nga 1,500 square meter nga ginaobra namon subo nga himuon naton market. Ang tanan nga mga produkto nga diri makuha diri sa aton barangay dira ninyo ihatag sa aton market.
Through the Tawid Gutom program, the association harvests weekly, supplying a small talipapa or local market where residents can purchase affordable, pesticide-free produce.
Nagapasalamat kami sa City Agri kag sa tanan nga nagbulig sa amon sang una. Sang wala pa kami na nakahibalo kung ano amon paghimuon diri sa amon mga kadutaan diri sa Ticod.
The Ticod Farmers Association, led by Jo Marie and his dedicated team, continues to thrive. But they are not just growing crops, they are growing a stronger, more connected community.
Ang bilog ng community sa Ticod, nagapasalamat gid sa inyo. Kag ang Ticod Farmers Association dako gid ang nakuha kag na hibaluan sa mga damo nga mga learnings nga nakuha namin sa inyo. Thank you so much gid sa inyo tanan.
This story is not just about farming. It is about the power of community, the resilience of the human spirit, and the promise of a brighter future. The seeds of change have been sown, and the harvest is just beginning.
Raising livestock is a demanding but rewarding way of life. From the quiet hours of dawn to the bustling activity of the market, every step requires dedication and skill. Today, we take a closer look at the journey of a hardworking farmer as they tend to their animals and bring them to the Leon Livestock Auction Market. As early as 12 a.m., Manong Edwin wakes up and ready to begin his day. He carefully prepares his livestock for transport, ensuring they are in the best condition for the auction market. By 1 a.m., he and his team pull their stocks, making their way to the Livestock Auction Market, or LOM. Selling livestock is not just about bringing animals to market. It's about careful selection and preparation to get the best price possible. Sellers and buyers start arriving, eager to engage in the bustling trade. Each livestock is carefully weighed on the digital weighing scale. After weighing, every animal is assigned a number, making it easier for buyers to track their chosen stocks.
Pag-abot isang baboy, before siya ikiluhon, gina-check anay ang iyang barangay certification. And then, hindi, why isang kiluhay nga matabo unless nga why pa maabot ang buyer. At saka, while nga nagkakilo, katanaw man ang mga farmers na kung sabihin, mabalaan nila kung pila ang kilos ng ilang baboy. After that, ang aton nga kuha, ang aton nga buyer, makuha siya sa cash tickets o kung ang weighing slip nga sa diin dira ma-indicate ang kilos ng iyang baboy para nga i-presentar sang tag-iya sa buyer nga amo na nga ang kilo sa iyang baboy para nga ibayaran na.
The livestock class and weight are recorded for transparency and accuracy. At a livestock auction market, each stock is meticulously inspected by potential buyers. Every detail, from size and weight to overall health, is carefully evaluated. As the bidding process unfolds, buyers compete for the best livestock. In the end, the highest bidder secures the stock, ensuring a fair and competitive marketplace.
Ang advantage kid ma'am kay man sang before ang mga baboy yawan kami ka pangita kang amon nga nga kung sino ang mabakal usually ga sa tinda lang ang dalaganan ka mo gadlagan ang tagiya sa market and then ipa sa manog iyaw. Unlike Subong, kung may auction market, may mga buyer kita halin sa sagwa sa mga city pag sa ibang pang lugar nga nagakadto diri. So hapos lang gid ang pagbaligya sang baboy ka mga tao diri sa Leon, usually mga member. Ang LEPA kagang mga member ya nagapasalamat gid sa LOM kay man naging matawhay, naging mahapos amon kung paano namon ibaligya ang amon mga baboy kagang presyo hindi kami maperdi kang presyo sa pagbaligya ka baboy. Kay man sa una, ang baligyaan ay pamata lang, tapos kisa hindi pa sigurado ang kumpila kiloya. So, kung sumahon mo kisa sa may kapital mo agin isa perdi ka pa. Unlike may loan, makakita ka mga buyer nga alin sa gwa, kag hindi masyadong mag-stagnant amon baboy diri sa Leon. Kaya siyempre may mga buyer kita kay kung ang tinda lang hindi man kasarang itong kay sa pagkadamo ka agrisya diri sa Leon.
A long-standing tradition of livestock trading thrives in Leon, Iloilo. Established in 1978, the once named as Carabawan has evolved into a vital economic hub, the Leon Livestock Auction Market, supporting farmers, traders, and the local government. From January to July 2024, the Leon Livestock Auction Market recorded a total transaction value of 177,740,900 pesos. The highest revenue came from hogs, contributing 78.1 million pesos, followed by cattle at 62.2 million pesos, and Carabao at 33.6 million pesos. This continuous economic activity highlights the market's vital role in sustaining local livelihoods and regional agricultural growth.
Just to give you the idea, Leon before we have challenges na facing in the management of our livestock auction market. Well, one of those is the limited facilities that includes the shed, and then the problem on drainage, and then the manual weighing, of course, before we've been doing that. And also, the limited access of the traders, because of lack of promotion. And we have a long duration of transactions during that time. It took the personnel around 10 hours, just to complete the transaction, or just to just to give the services to our clients as well, and also a limited revenue. I am appealing, nagapangabay ako sa mga pumuluyo natin sa Banwakang Leon that buruligan natin dyan. Not only nga naga-benefit kita, kang atin nga pangabuhian di dyan, kag ang atin naging ginalantaw nga mas makabulig pagid sa economy kang atin pumuluyo. Kami naman di dyan sa munisipyo lokal kang Banwakang Leon, rest assured that we will do our best as mayor of this town. Himuon naman ang tanan-tanan para mas ma-improve pagid kag kilalahan ang Banwakang Leon, not only the summer capital of the province of Iloilo and the fruit and vegetable basket of the of Iloilo, but the livestock hub of the province and the whole Philippines.
From a small trading post at the back of the municipal hall to a thriving livestock auction market in Barangay Talapungan, Leon Livestock Auction Market has continuously adapted to the needs of farmers and traders. With the support of the Japan 2KR project and local government investments, the market has undergone major upgrades.
Part of the consideration why ang Leon was considered as a livestock hub is the population of the livestock in Leon. Actually, if we try to look at statistics, would say that municipalities of Leon and Cabanatuan are the major livestock producers in the province of Iloilo.
Sa PhilAd, makita natin ang mga improved infrastructures, no? Makita natin ang ating administration building, no? Po na siya, mga cater na siya. Damo ang numbers ng mga clients natin na makastransact, rain or shine man na. We have our fences, na makasecure kang atin ng mga clients and our livestocks. And makita man natin sa PhilAd, simentado rin ang ating selling area kag ang mga dalan. So very comfortable rin mag-transact ang ating mga farmers and traders sa ating livestock market. Secondly, ang ating improved nga animal shed. So makita natin nga mas organized rin ang ating livestock market. Naka-separate ang mga large ruminants natin ng cattle kang Carabao. So may area mata na nga allotted for hogs, for goats, and for our poultry. Sa PhilAd, we're very fortunate na may digital lang kita, and calibrated nga weighing scale. Kung sabihin na mas transparent kung kana in terms kilo, makita na di farmer once kilo ng sapat, kag mismo si buyer makita kung pala di kilo ka sapat. And we have also our improved system of operation. So kanuna gaw sa kami sa 4 pero nag-end kami alas 2, alaw na. But for now, nag-end kami sa kami alas 4, nagatapos kami 7 to 8 a.m. So mayroon so part yung mga transaction so mga baka na nag-read dyan subject for pick up rin kang mga buyers. So makita natin na may improve sa transactions. It's because ang mga documents na kinanglanan ni buyer or ni farmer di dyan na mismo may show sa livestock market natin. So di dyan ang presence kang atin yung municipal treasurer's office sa pag-issue ka mga certification, di dyan natin yung municipal agriculture office, ang atin yung PNP na mag-issue. So one-stop shop na na, di dyan available mismo sa atin. Ang atin yung improvements sa atin livestock market na kung yung bulig sa atin yung mga livestock racers at the same time sa atin mga buyers. Sa atin livestock racers, halos tanang tulad nga ginadara dito sa livestock market at mabakal. It's because ang mga buyers damo rin na ganyan nga magkadto sa Leon para magbakal. So, and then, luwas sa Tagalion, damo naman ng mga adjacent municipalities, o iba-iba ng mga provinces sa Dacator, dito para iliga lagi ng baka nila. So, mas healthy rin subong ang transaction sa ating livestock market. It's because damo rin ng supply, at the same time, damo naman ng buyer. Okay. So in terms of sustainability, no, ang ating local government unit nag-appropriate ng kang budget no, para sa maintenance ng operation, no, kag facilities ng ating livestock market. So this is why every year may mga development kita makita sa ating livestock market. And nag-focus man si ang ating mayor sa mga personnel kung saan diin nag-provide the batang diyan no, ka-plantilla na mag-operate no, o mag-handle kang ating livestock market. So we have 5 personnels no, na na-assign di dyan and under the sa management no, kang Municipal Agriculture Office. Yearly, nakakanda kami kang assessment no, together kang ating tanang stakeholders, nakakanda kami meetings, no, paghinunanan with our traders, with our buyers, with our livestock raisers, so kung paano magiging ma-improve no, ang sistema kag management kang ating livestock market.
With over 8.7 million pesos in funding from both the Department of Agriculture and local government unit, the Leon LOM now offers organized trading, enhanced security, and modern facilities that ensure fair and efficient transactions.
So primarily, ang among office is in charge of the collection of all income related to the auction market. So may mga employees, kami may mga personnel kami nga naka-field dito, kag sila ang nagapang issue sa receive sa payments and naga-issue sa resibo or cash tickets sa mga sa mga payers or mga clients natin dito sa market. At the same time, kami man ang nag-record ng income, kag nag-monitor ka income, kag kami man ang nag-deposit ka income sa banks natin. So, for auction market, nag-collect kita kang entrance fees sa mga nagasulod na mga ruminants, minatawag ng dano. And then, nag-collect man kita kang weighing fee. So, kung magamit sa nakakiluhan para magpakilo, nag-collect man kita. Also, yardage and transport fees. So, mag-in and out gani ang mga ang mga baboy or baka, nag-collect kita kang transport fees nanda or transport clearance. And may man kita, ownership. Kung magpa-transfer ka, ownership, may ginabayad man. And kung kung magpa-certificate of ownership, kag also magpa-transfer kang ownership, may ginabayad man. So, ang ownership kag transfer, mostly regulated by Bureau of Treasury. So, may share si Banwa, may share man si Bureau of Treasury. Sa lang sa transfer of ownership lang ang mga couples natin. So, firstly, ang sa transparency, what we did was to put tarpaulin na signage outside in the Lomyo. Kung makakanto ka mo dito, you will see. So, nakabutang dito specifically kung pila ang ginasukot for entrance fees, pila ang ginasukot for transfer, para transparent sa mga pumuluyo kung pila ilang bayad dapat, no, para ma-avoid ang mga overcharging. And also, ginaremind din naman ng mga nag-post man kami dito nga always ask for receipt. So, this is to ensure na kung ano ginabayad ka mga farmers or mga pumuluyo, nagasunod kita na sa may kang banwa, sa tundo ka banwa, no, para magamit natin sa mga picture ng mga projects. So, ang part po natin na income sa atin na auction market is exclusively used sa market na mismo, no? So, why ta na nag-impon? But part of it, nag-impon ta na sa general fund ka munisipyo. So, for example, mga entrance fees, kag mga kilo, ang makulat naman din dyan, ginabalik din naman to reinvest sa may auction market natin. And also, aside from that, ang mga pundo nga halin sa national na ma-receive natin, ginabalik natin to improve ang ating auction market.
Once a stock is sold, it is transferred to the holding shed while necessary documents are processed. Before finalizing the sale, sellers and buyers must complete all required certificates, permits, and clearances. These include the disinfection clearance, animal health care certificate, and the local transport permit. Additionally, necessary fees such as the permit fee, municipal business tax, garbage collection fees, and environmental fees must be settled. With all documents and payments in order, the transactions are completed, ensuring a seamless and efficient livestock trading process at the LOM. Behind every thriving livestock market is a team working tirelessly to keep things running smoothly. From ensuring fair trade to helping farmers and buyers connect, the Agribusiness and Marketing Assistance Division of the Department of Agriculture Western Visayas plays a key role in making the livestock auction market a success.
So we have different livestock auction markets region-wide and dalawa sa ating mga auction markets or LOMs are being modernized with the help of the Department of Agriculture, AMAD, BEI, and of course with the help of Japan to KR. Isa nga dito yung Leon auction market at isa yung Sibalong auction market sa Antique. So we are regularly conducting progress monitoring ng ating project given it's a very important trading center for our livestock animals, especially dito sa probinsya ng Iloilo. And as our indicator sa kanilang performance, we are regularly monitoring the transactions. Yung volume ng transactions natin sa auction market, we are also coordinating with BEI when it comes to animal welfare. So kailangan natin i-secure na yung mga animals or livestock na dinadala sa ating auction markets are properly proper yung handling. So, isa yun sa ating sinusecure. So, part yun ng ating capacity enhancement sa ating mga management team or staff doon sa LGU Leon. Mayroong tayong allocation when it comes to repair and maintenance. So, kailangan natin i-repair and maintain ang ating system, the facility, because it's a shared facility for our livestock industry players, especially for our farmers, na napupuntahan silang tamang auction market to give them the right compensation and pricing sa kanilang animals. So we're also securing with our AMAD that we're conducting annual assessment and monitoring and planning workshop with our auction markets region-wide. So Leon is really playing a pivotal role when it comes to the livestock industry. So they already established the role as one of the most important trading centers. So, hindi lang Leon Municipality or ang nag-trade dira. So, neighboring municipalities are coming there because isa sa mga advantage natin as what I've mentioned is yung transparency when it comes to the weighing sa ating mga livestock na pinapasok sa ating auction markets.
The Leon Livestock Auction Market is where farmers and buyers meet to ensure fair trade and sustainable livestock production.
Salamat sa mga CBE, sa MAU, sa mga personero dyan, na kung ano may problema sa baka, kung masakit, kung purgaan, kag anong problema naman niya, daw na tawan na ti-action, kag suportado man da. Kung problema, ang amo na kani nga, dapat tiya nga buwan nga, isa pa firma naman, agto po yung sisipyo para sa pulis, pitlaga may yan ay pulis ni Gagtor, yan naman, kay para biyay, for the shipment, available, so para okay, may problema, man naman dyan, baka iti ang tao, sige man gapon nga balik ka.
As the Leon Livestock Auction Market continues to grow, it remains a pillar of economic resilience and agricultural progress in Iloilo. Through collaboration, modernization, and a commitment to sustainable farming, it serves as an inspiring model for other communities in the country.
Ako si Jodette Rodriguez Padernal, taga Barangay Minapasok. Ang aking asosasyon ng MSWISA Small Water Irrigation System. Board ko sa mga asosasyon.
Ako bali si General Sar Padernal, member sa Minapasok Small Water Irrigation System and
Ma'am, so far,
Actually, damo po kami nga mga bulig na napunta kung sa community, sa mga mangunguma, binhi, abono, mga amo na dawat sa akong pagpanguma. Ang mga scholarship sa akong mga bata, una-una no, ang akong subang, scholar sa amon din sa munisipyo. Ikaduha, ang akong bata ng agriculturist, CES man sa scholar. Ang siyang ikapatlo, nga scholar man sa SRA. Amin na damo kami nga mga kayuhan nga nadawat na din sa gobyerno.
ilan po yung anak mo, ma'am?
Ima.
Nag-aaral po naman?
Oo, tatlo na nakatapos. Dalawa po ang nag-aaral pa.
Ano po yung
Anong challenge?
Sa student ko, sir, challenges ko is, paano ni we manager since ako, sir, kahit ako na student, sir, may anak na din po ako, sir, may pamilya, may sariling pamilya na kumbaga, may isang anak. So, for me, sir, and also pagkakala, sir, I am a student leader sa SANS, University of Northern Negros, Supreme Students na nator. So, that's why, sir, ang challenges, sir, is ang pag-manage ko sa time, sir, sa pag-eskwela, sa pag-relationship, at sa family, sir. And thankful kayo, sir, sa government, especially kayo, wala na ko sa SANS, sir, so things na wala ka tuition niya ginabayaran. So, sa una-una pa lang talaga, sir, thankful na kami na in that thing. And second, sir, kay pag first year, second year na kami sa college, naging scholar po ko, nagmula na siya ni Mama, naging scholar po, sir, sa munisipyo ni kay Mayor. And after that, sir, kay sa pag third year na ko and to fourth year, nakasulat ko sa sugarcane regulatory nga scholar. So that's why, sir, na financially dapat mapatulan ko, sir, as a student. Kung ako mga ginikanan kung wala budget from the government or walay financial assistance na halin sa government. That's why, sir, nga we are very thankful sa government nga mga intervention nga naabot sa amin. Isa sila, sir, na nakatabangin para makatapos kami sa pag-school.
Sa inyong one muna, ano po yung masasabi ninyo sa iba po mga farmers o mga mamamayan po?
Ako maandalo sa ako ang mga isip ka mga uma na kung ano ang bulit sa gobyerno nga maabot sa atin, hindi natin pagsayamon. Atin ang kahon, tarungan natin pag-manage, kaya dako kayo nga mabulit sa gobyerno sa atin, nilabi na din sa atin mga kabataan.
Ano po yung masasabi niyo sa mga students na nanganganak na magpapabilis ka ng program?
Sir, sa mga students sila dili lang magmawasan ng paglaom, sir, and sir, no matter what nga sa mga difficulties na maabot sa itong life, kanang manimuha lang ta nga ma-cope up na ito na kay ang every challenges nga maabot sa tuwa is na for kasigatan. And syempre kung need man tag mga kailangan na tapang, dili ta mahulaw nga moduol sa atong gobyerno, labi na sa municipality sa Calatrava kay naara jud sila, sir, always na willing nga mo-accommodate sa tuwa kag motabang sa mga kailangan tabangan ng mga tao.
Ang naman po ng scholarship program ng Sugarcane po at dahil ko na po sa maano po makabuo
ako sa Department of Agriculture, na ako kita akong pasalamat no kay ako din nabulit sa amon kay dira ako nakabatcher labi na ko sa ng binhi nga nakabot sa amon sa plant manipulator. Dako ginabulit sa amon sa pangabuhi kay dako kayo minakwarta sa amon pamuma amo na isa nakatusto sa ako ang mga bata sa paeskwela. Damo gid salamat sa kuan sa DA, sa SRA. Damo gid kay nga salamat gid.
Ako, sir, sa SRA, nga naghatag sa akong sa opportunity nga maka-avail sa ilang scholar. I'm very thankful gid sa inyo kay tungod sa SRA, tungod sa tawag sa government, sa municipality of Calatrava, karon nakatapos na ko sa akong pag-eskwela, and proud to say nga nakatapos pa rin ko as magna cum laude.
And then, maraming salamat. Department of
Maraming salamat, Department of Agriculture, Western Visayas.
Hatid ay balita, impormasyon at sari-saring kaalaman tungkol sa sektor ng agrikultura sa ating bayan. Usapang Agrikultura kasama ang Department of Agriculture. Alamin ang mga hakbang ng administrasyon para mas mapaunat pa ang iba't ibang industriya at agrikultural at pakinggan ang mga proyektong handog sa mamamayan upang mapalako ang kanilang mga kabuhayan. Usapang Agrikultura, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 5 ng umaga, dito lang sa Radyo Pilipinas.